Man, I want to talk about the Texas California connection, right? Because I feel like a lot of people in LA got Southern roots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people in LA got Southern roots, and including myself. Like my grandfather is from Fort Worth,
Right.
and my grandmother's from Louisiana.
Right.
But everybody from my mother on up all grew up in LA or in Carson, or you know what I mean?
My whole family. My pops is from here, Brady, Texas. Born and raised. He was a bulldog, going to school, whatever. I got brothers and sisters out here from my pop's other side. You know what I'm saying? My mother is from Mississippi. My grandfather brought them when they was 17, 16 years old over here. A family of 12 kids. You know what I'm saying? So my history is Texas and Mississippi. When we go on family vacations, we would come out here or we would go to Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Or we splitting up at that line right there.
Yeah.
We going to Texas, they going to Mississippi. So, yeah, my roots is pretty much outside of that. But you have a lot of, just say, OG homeboys. Chucky and all of them cats. They wasn't originally born in California. They from somewhere else. They families migrated like my family did. And now they in this neighborhood and it's bam. That young lady I got out there is Raymond Washington's daughter. Ray Ray. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we all from different places. But we
Yeah.
all migrated to California. So the cats that's coming to out here to Texas and everywhere else, Denver, Oakland, whatever, is cats that just migrating to a space where it's better for them. And whether they coming out here with cocaine, weed, whatever the case might be, that's their business. But it brung the gang banging mentality. They brung that mentality with them. And now, you know, it's not hard to influence another brother on a certain look or a certain swag, what they call it. But it's not hard to come out here 15 years later. You probably got a group of 30 fucking with you, starting a goddamn Crip set or Blood set.
Yeah.
And that's how it happened.
Is it crazy to see how the Crips and the Blood like moved around the United States?
No, it's not crazy. It was just they knew what to do. You ain't gonna make it all in L.A. because we already know the situation in L.A. We know the situation, so all it takes is I know these cats in Denver. Come on, man, they slanging out here. Let's go take over their shit, and that's what the L.A. cats doing. We went to Denver. What used to be they block now, that's our shit. Get the fuck on. And we bring that mentality. They don't understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? So let me get the fuck out these cats' way, and then bam. So now everybody in Denver, the ones that live there and us, they clean together. And now you create a neighborhood. Nigga, y'all got to clean the mob. Y'all got to be woo-woo. And that's what they do. So that's how the neighborhoods and shit form from cats from out of town and then come over here. And I mean, I would never known there was 60 Crips in Texas because I'm only looking at it like this is 60s in L.A. It's neighborhoods in L.A. Oh, damn, they're in Texas? You got Bloods in Australia.
Really?
I'm like, what the fuck? You from where? And it shocked me. So it's everywhere, and it happens everywhere. You know, especially with the social media today, you can be from anywhere you want to. You can start any hood you want to. But my message to these cats is everybody that you meet ain't who they say they are. Everybody you meet ain't the big homie. Everybody you meet ain't that OG, ain't that killer cat that he say he is. And it's hard to do your homework on a cat when you don't have ties to California or to Denver. So they accept that.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem lies at today. You know, we accept anything and anybody that comes, especially if you're coming with a package and money. We fall in line.
Yeah. I had glasses on, glasses was loaned on last week.
Right.
And I asked him this question. I want to ask you the same thing. Do you think the internet has killed the street code? And what I mean by that, what I said to him as well, is back in the day when things happened on the street, you would never find out unless you was in that circle. You would never be privy to some information because you're not part of that circle, you're not part of that crew. And now I feel like where the internet, it feels like soon as something happened on it in the streets,
Right.
it goes right to the internet, and you know every detail about what happened, and you don't even gotta be there. And I feel like back in the day when I was growing up, it was a code where you don't talk about what happened in the streets. And I'm not from the streets. I ain't no gangbanger, no nothing.
Right.
But I understand the code, and because I got homeboys, and just growing up in LA, nigga, if you ain't part of it, you ain't supposed to speak on it. You ain't supposed to go and talk and say nothing. But now it feels like it changed.
That's neighborhood, and every neighborhood should. If those are the codes they go by, that's what they should stick and stand by. Just because the social media has come and took it to a different level, don't mean you change. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has fell on the backlash of social media. Everybody is doing what social media do. And you got cats out there telling that they'll tell. You got cats out there telling where he at after he done killed some motherfucking body. You got cats showing what type of food they ate today. Come on, man. That ain't back in the days, it was totally different because, you know, when you did something today, everybody didn't hear about it tomorrow or a week later. They heard about it months after the shit happened. Yeah, it's destroying everything that you do, because if you got a killing on this block, it's good and then it's bad. But
the internet, you saying the internet is good and bad? The
internet is good and then it's bad. Sometimes it worked the way it's supposed to work, and that's what we need sometimes. But social media has clinged on to the bullshit. Like on some 100, it just clinged on to the bullshit more than the positive shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you see a man beating the shit out of a woman at the market and pulling her wig off, that's gonna get 2 million, 4 million views. But if you see a man feeding a homeless man and helping him up out the ground, he might get 80,000 views.
Right.
So that's the big difference here. Everybody want a part of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And now all of that has linked into the neighborhood, to cats that's going to court. You can't do shit without it's being videoed. Somebody is watching me shoot this motherfucker, and I don't know who the person had that camera, so you stuck. And now they can sell this video, and they hood rich now, but now my life is gone. Mm-hmm. So it's hard, and you just got to watch yourself out here today.
Yeah, man, because I know when I found out Tupac died, it was like, damn, I ain't gonna never figure out what happened. I'm never gonna know. Like,
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, yes.
I didn't at the time that it happened.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was. I didn't think I was ever gonna know. But I got a homeboy that was from Compton that he told me he knew, but it was like a little later on.
Right.
But he told me, he was like, yeah, I know exactly what happened, blah blah blah, because he's from Compton and he knew people in Compton.
Right.
But at the time that it happened, I was like, damn, I ain't gonna never figure this shit out. Nobody ever gonna tell what happened. Nobody gonna ever say what happened. But now I can tell you detail with the help of Glasses Malone as well.
Right.
With his video, with I think Greg Kading interviews. Right. What's the other guy, the big drug dealer from Compton that was there, that was in the car?
A big drug dealer from Compton?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Keefy D now?
Keefy D, yeah. Yeah. From his story, I know, like, I could tell you details about what happened just from the internet.
Well, it gives you a perspective. And just like today, motherfuckers are still shopping and trying to figure it out. I said it a long time ago, just like everybody else. You know, Tupac was a good dude, but Tupac put himself in a situation that he shouldn't have. You got 20 cats in your circle that do this for a living. That's gangbangers every day, fresh out of prison from gangbanging. And here you take the initiative to go bam. You don't have to prove yourself to this crew. This crew's supposed to be taking care of you, watching you, stopping you from doing shit like this.
Yeah.
You are money. Without our bread and butter, and they cut the head off the chicken, ain't nothing left. And that's when Death Row died. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because Tupac took it upon himself to go and check, you know, a Compton cat. Now, on the flip side of Orlando say, this motherfucking rapper, motherfucking nigga. I'm a gangbanger. I ain't finna go to the hood, no rapper want to whoop me. Now he gonna be in his hood fighting.
Yeah.
Nigga say it one more time, nigga, I'm gonna knock you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So he just wasn't accepting that. And my people should have knew he wasn't accepting that. My people should have been ready for that situation. And we wasn't. And I'm gonna put me in it because I just can't blame them. I was at 6'2", but they was on Tupac, and it shouldn't have never happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Suge shouldn't have never been leading the pack. Suge shouldn't have never been in front of that at all. They should have been in the middle.
Yeah. What kind of dude? I know from afar, we got a kind of like a perspective or an idea of what Tupac was, but it feel like Tupac was like two different people.
He was.
He was?
When Tupac first came to Death Row, when he got out and they brought him to the studio, and when he came a part of Death Row, you seen a cool ass dude. And I think I was in his presence 2 or 3 times. He was cool as fuck. You start paying attention to him when he started coming up to the court for Snoop Dogg. It was this different walk. It was this, you know, they get mad at me when I say certain shit. I ain't gonna say it anyway. When he starts spitting at people and looking at people like they ain't shit, who the fuck? Come on, bro, you different now. And that's the Tupac I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he had to prove anything to us, the homies. He didn't have to prove anything to Suge. At this point, you out on the street. You should be making, like he was, making good music. But then, just like Suge, I gotta be like one of these cats back here. I need to keep my chest out. I wanna be a gangster. I'm like gangster.
Yeah.
But I'm a gangster with money. See, there's a difference between me, Suge Knight, and these dudes. They work for me, but I'm that nigga. So when you start acting like that, now you see all the perks that come with being that thug nigga. It ain't good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's consequences that come with wearing that bandana. It ain't good. So he got the worst end of that, trying to be something he wasn't.
Yeah. It's hard to not get captivated or swallowed in that mentality.
I don't know, but
It is, because I'm telling you, maybe because you in it, you don't exactly.
Do you
see
skydive?
it. Hell no.
Do you surf? Knowing there's sharks in the water?
No, I've surfed before, but I don't surf.
Do you mountain climb?
No.
Okay, so if you don't do none of that shit, you ain't finna be a gangbanger because all of that shit is detrimental to your health, right?
Yeah.
And if you know that, listen, I tell cats, everybody ain't built to be a thug.
Right.
Everybody ain't built to be gang members. So if you ain't ready to get in this motherfucking car, because this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna go over here and handle our business. When we get back to the hood, to my garage, I'm checking every motherfucking pistol. And if you ain't shot nobody, you gonna get shot.
Damn.
On my mama, that's how it used to be. And anybody from my hood, from the mob, will tell you that nigga was just like that. That nigga, we checked our pistols. If they ain't hot, you ain't do shit. You ain't going back no more. And if we was there and we did some stupid shit, pop off, motherfucker. You ain't got a choice. You can't go back and say, I did a month, you did too. And that's how I kept it on some 100. You know, people they ain't getting down like that no more. But you just got to make sure, and you just got to be right with what you're doing. But a lot of cats, I done seen niggas throw up because they can't take it. You are not supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a little homie, don't want to put him out there, but he got out the car, and I let him out the car because it's only right. I can't force you to be what you ain't.
Yeah.
That's going to kill me in the long run.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for tapping in with us. In order to see more clips like this, check out this video here or check out this one here.